Okay, I'm back in the backyard garden today and I'm about to collect those two spider plants here because obviously I'm going to be chatting about my garden recently of late. But I've also got a whole bunch of good news and bad news. Today has been one of the hottest days of the year. Around 31 degrees Celsius has been recorded in London so far. Crockies, we haven't had any 31 or 30 degree mark temperature records so far. Today, Birmingham only recorded 27 or 28 degrees Celsius, which is beyond... well, quite unusual. Well, not that unusual whenever I think about it because of climate change and global warming trying to change the fabric of the whole world these days. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Don't know how much am I going to be filming so far, but hey, look what's been happening. There's been lots of plants which have actually started to grow amongst the marigold. Look at that. We've got lots and lots of other plants growing amongst marigolds, which is just amazing. And then we've also got fuchsias. But those ones aren't blooming very nicely. We've actually got lots of, oh my goodness me, a lot of dead wild cabbage flowers here, of course. But there'll be some more as, you know, time flies by. I don't know what to really say. It's quite busy behind this point, because I got a funny feeling there's some noisy kids in the background. But there's also been some other stuff that's been happening of late. And I think there's been some very bad news with technology that I might talk about later in this video. The Ruggerion flowers are nicely blossoming outside. Well, I won't go too much in the saga, hey. I'm just going to take them out inside, bring them inside, and I shall make a video. Wow, look at that. Nice meadows going on here. And look at this. Crockies over oh my goodness me, a month's time. Look at this. Over a month ago, it was all just sitting there doing nothing. But hey, look at the amount of plants that are just crawling upwards. Look at the amount of vegetation growth that has just grown from that section here. It is just amazing on how long it took for the whole plants to grow. And then we've got lavender growing right here as well. And we've got petunias. We've got lots of petunia flowers blossoming. My goodness me, there's children in the background playing. And we've got lots of hoverflies outside. They're all just hovering around for some pollen and stuff, even though they're not meant to be. And we've also got tomatoes. I can't see any small tomato flowers coming out here. I've got a funny thing. Crikeys, I don't know if I'll be able to make a video like that today. We've got lots of like these little tomato plants. They've got like flowers and stuff. I think from a week's time or a month's time, I think from a long time, I think they should start to bear some fruit, but that will take a long time. And right here, I'm actually seeing something very obnoxious here, is a wasp. Can you see that? Oh my god. It's one of those common wasp species I really start to begrudge upon. It's quite a disparaging awakening whenever I see wasps in my backyard garden. Can you see the damn thing flying? Well, he's gone now. I might as well take these spider plants back. We've got more meadow plants germinating, and then we've also got lots of other flower beds and stuff. We've got this lobelia flower bed, which has been doing a-okay, and there's actually more flowers being produced because, well, we had so much rain, and now look at the weather today. It is just beyond beautiful, like a nice, almost like a humid sort of sun interval type picture. It's just so good. And then we've also got more bad news here. We've got lots of sunflower seedlings. This one here, unfortunately, has been quite worstly affected. This one here is not as bad. This one, I think these two, and that one there as well. I'm starting to see a decay on the sunflower seedlings, and also that rabbit ear plant. I can't really tell. I think it's this one here. There's been a bit of hammering right over on this plant. There's been a lot of bug bites, which isn't really good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them inside and do a jump cut because I want to talk about what's actually been happening so far this year. And in fact, we've got, oh my goodness, made some new updates. I've added some osteoperums and fuchsias into my flower beds, and also I've also got geraniums. Look at that. We've got some new flower blossoms, new buds of flowers starting to appear. Took quite a while, didn't it? But I'm going to start jump cutting now because I'm going to go inside in the house and talk about some other stuff that have been happening right at the moment. Okay, it's one of these events. Of course, this, now I'm actually talking about, this is of course what's been happening with the companies behind it, Microsoft and CrowdStrike. There's been a lot of problems so far beyond the technological side of this universe. And there's been a lot of airport delays. There's been lots of, healthcare problems going on here because of technology and banks, public transport like trains and stuff. And it's just sad because obviously it's actually, when I saw that news report actually scared the absolute effing crap out of me. Like, obviously, this news report, like, I can't believe this. This has to be one of the most anticlimactic endings for so far today and also like yesterday. And this was something I did not actually expect somehow to talk about. This massive worldwide IT outage. And we haven't had an event, well, it's basically like the coronavirus of the technological side of the universe. It's basically like, technology's version of coronavirus or COVID. We haven't had a phenomenon. I don't know what I'm actually going to be saying here, but this is like the millennium bug back in the year 2000, and it's quite, obviously, I'm just hoping for it to be gone from like a day or two. It has to do with Microsoft and CrowdStrike. I'm not really that very big on subjects like this because I know nothing. Of course, yes, there's been a lot of cancellations of various flights, lots and lots of long queues. Just how, oh my god, this is insane, and it's been causing lots and lots of havoc, and it's caused a lot of confusion and delay. Lots and lots of huge queues and lots of delays at the airport. Oh my god, worldwide there's been, look at that, look what has been happening. Oh my goodness me, it actually is all to do with, look at that. There's no way on how things are going to work again. I mean, look at what's going on here. This massive technological failure, and I think this is all to do with the new system that Microsoft and CrowdStrike have actually started to install. It is drastically insane. I've got the powered tower fan just turned on because it's quite a hot and humid day, and obviously, it's very unclear, but of course this is not a cyber attack or a security incident, but we'll just have to reveal what's going to be happening. Obviously, I don't think it's the company's fault, obviously, all to do with CrowdStrike, but, I can definitely go ahead and read the whole wiki page of what's been happening. There's been lots and lots of, airport cancellations, lots of train, lots of, emergency service affections going around here. There's been lots and lots of negative effects that have been going around so far during the time of making this video. And yeah, I can definitely say, well, what's really bad is, and this is going to have a knock-on effect, it's really sad. I don't know how long this is going to take, maybe for maybe a day or two. If unlucky, I could definitely see that until years to come, which would be extremely sad to talk about it. But, of course, it's been very trendy. I can't really get my head around into this topic because so far, I just can't get my head around of what the hell am I actually looking at this. Well, of course, it's going to make me really sad because I know I'll be flying back to Malaysia during sometime in autumn of 2024. And, that is just beyond saddening. This is like the millennium bug all over again. I mean, give me a flippin' break. I mean, this really does seem to sort of, make me think of what the millennium bug has caused back then before when I was born in the year 2000. And it's just beyond absolutely, there's been lots and lots of GPs and banks which have been hit and been disrupted by this new phenomenon. And obviously that, I don't know if I can give myself a complete damn of what I'm actually saying here, but this seems to feel like that as we've got to the point where technology has become a lot much more overwhelming, and it's something that we haven't really have thought of. It's just beyond scary, isn't it? It's been lots of problems with payment problems. I think that's also going to apply to various businesses like shopping areas and stuff. And I mean, that's going to be, that's really sad. That's really, really sad because in normal life, this would have never been happening. But I've never expected this to actually get into what has been going on. There you go. See what's happening. $12 billion of company behind faulty update. And I mean, this is what the world is like. This is really sad. Looking at this and a very anticlimactic ending to put up on my YouTube channel of late. This is what's going on. A complete cybersecurity debacle that has been going around. And yeah, it could take some time, but how long? It's just beyond. Really, so there's also been a lot of ambulance services which have been demandful so far because, of this debacle, this complete fiasco. And I don't know what's going to happen. Like, obviously, how long is this going to take? How are things going to pretty much continue back to normality? How are they going to really much, run business as usual? It's just beyond sad. Like, I mean, I'm just seeing 3,300 flights being cancelled. I mean, that's just beyond. It's just sad. The next time if I'm going outside and if I'm going back to Malaysia and if I'm just, going outside to do some shopping or ordering some food at a local fast food restaurant, well, then I'll be disappointed at this moment now because of CrowdStrike's update, which has caused so much damage. And I have to say, I mean, it's not the company's fault or the people's fault. It's probably people's fault, but I could say otherwise, but there's not much you can really tell. There's not much you can really say. Who knows? The way I'm looking at this news report, it just really gives me the creeps. Like, how, this is so inevitable. I'm sort of part of me thinking of just how shocking this is. And I mean, this is not a telltale sign of just how unreal this is. This is the reality of what's happening. And I mean, who knows? Who's behind this conspiracy has to be a complete, joke. When in reality it's not really a joke. And I mean, there's been a lot of blue screen of deaths. I mean, crikey, there's been lots and lots of blue screen of death outbreaks. It's basically, as I said before, the COVID of the technological one. It's basically COVID's technological virus. It's basically, the computer virus that looks similar to COVID. I just hope. Well, thank God, mine isn't, straightforward. I'm pretty sure that's going to affect, Windows 11 computers. Thank goodness mine's Windows 10. Happy to say that, but not for everyone else. And it was, I might as well just start, thinking about the way I've been making videos on YouTube. It's like the biggest IT problem since 2017, which was all to do with WannaCry, I think it was. And yeah, I might as well just have to leave this video here because, and the Millennium Bug, that's, going to be extremely tough to fix this problem on how bad this is. Anyways, please give this video a like if you really enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more for that content in the future. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry for this complete fiasco of an ending. And bye for now.